Welcome. Welcome to Ponderings. I feel like I haven't been here for a while. I think it's been about a week, maybe two since I posted. It's fall here and I have a forest that surrounds my garden, my land. And so it's been raking. So I got a little tuckered out because that's a lot of raking, and I have a fence all around my property. And so you can't just take the leaves straight on to the road. You have to kind of go around the fence, which makes it longer. But it's okay. I love doing it. It's nice to see all the beautiful colors of my tree leaves and kind of getting them all cozy and comfortable for the winter that is coming. So welcome. Thank you for joining me. If you were here before, thanks. If you're back, if you're here new, welcome. I want to do more of this, and I think so because my cards, here's my beautiful cards, my oracle cards that I worked a year to put together, want to play more. And so I am so happy. Yep, I like to play too, and play and ponder. So we're going to do a little pondering today, the first one of a few of many to come. And this one is for Sagittarius. As of November 22nd, the Sagittarius time starts. And so that is what I'm going to do a little reading on, see what the cards have to share for that upcoming time. It's kind of a time that has Thanksgiving in it. And I think it ends just before Christmas, just Yule, I think the 21st. So it's not quite a Christmas time, but it's a preparation for Christmas and Yule time. And in my area, the north, the weather's getting colder, getting everything hunkered down for the upcoming winter. So it's also a time of cave time. So I always go into cave time with my friends to kind of just slow down and just hang around a fire and kind of do some projects, do some sewing maybe, do some creating, do little projects that haven't been completed, and talk to the cards. So today, let's see what cards want to share with us. And so what I've been doing for the different times as the wheel goes, because we're all different signs. Everybody, there's 12 signs, but still, when you go into the time of the year for Sagittarius, you can be influenced by what that is. And so Sagittarius is a really cool sign. It's the centaur, and he has an arrow. So he's shooting his arrow to go somewhere. So Sagittarius energy is travel, to go places, to see new things. It doesn't have to be physical travel, though that could be kind of cool. Maybe you want to go someplace for Christmas, but it also is, watching a documentary about some foreign place, reading a book, journeying, just watching YouTube channels about someplace different, or even learning something totally different. Just click on something you've never looked at and just see what it's all about. So it's like that interest to do something, which is pretty cool. And then two, it's also adventurous. So of course, if you're going to travel, you're going to be adventurous. And you're going to want to, do different things. Let me just see anything else. It's the I seek. It's when you have a affirmation, it's the I seek. I seek things, and it can be many things. It could just be going shopping. I seek a treasure for my house. I seek new ornaments for my Christmas tree. And then there's also mixed in with the search, the travel, is the philosophy, because you can learn. If you go to some place that is totally different from the world you are used to living in, new traditions, new different things. So maybe for this holiday season, read about somebody else's traditions or make something new. I always like to kind of enjoy what I did in the past, but expand on what I'm doing now in the future. So here's our cards. I'm going to, oh my God, that just took a spill. Hold on, that's a little aggressive. I wonder if that's a meaning. Oh my gosh, I think that might be a meeting. So here's what kind of came up. This card came up flat by itself. So I always do three levels. We do the level, the physical level, and then we go down deeper, a little more emotional into the roots of it, and then we go down, down deep into something totally, totally mysterious. I was thinking that I was going to pick a number of a card. I was going to go for the 22 card. But now that this kind of happened, that this, spewed all over the place, we're going to do it. So here's the first card. Oh, book and broom. Oh, I like that. And oh, look at this. How perfect. Book and broom. Book is, of course, take a journey through a book. Broom, get on your broom and fly somewhere. But look at this path going somewhere in the future. Oh my God, that is so, so perfect. Also, tree craft. I'm being very called to the trees because of right now, I'm really connecting to all my trees outside. So wow. Okay. I'm going to take it because you saw, it just slipped and flew all over. Now I have one little batch here. We don't want that many because that's way too much. And I got the dynamo batch here. So what I'm going to do, this would be the second. I'm just going to flip one of these. I think you're it. You didn't want to go in. This one didn't want to go in the pack. It kind of just flipped out. So this is our second one. Oh, we got a theme going here. Trees. Look at this. Redwood tree. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is into the roots. Because look at that big, beautiful, like there's always one, what do you want to call it? I don't want to call it king, but one leader, one counselor, one great companion in a forest. I know in my forest where I live by the river, there's a great oak, and his name is Big Todd. He took that to my husband, and so that's his name. And he's just the biggest tree in the area. And so, in your area, what's the biggest tree in your area, and go and meet it because that would be really cool because that's like the guardian of your area. Okay, so this is our second card. That was this little batch, and now let's go 22. I think I said it was 22. Yeah, the 22nd that it starts. So let me take a bunch here and let's count 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be in here a little bit. 9, 10, and 11 are sticking. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Do you see what is happening here? 22, where I cut it to, so I didn't have to hold the whole thing, is what the card was. Oh, we are just having some magic here today. This is all magical stuff. And look at this, the stone druid bard. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to play with these cards and to do a little pondering because it's just sharing some cool magic to me right now. I'm just loving this. This is so much fun. Okay, so we just want to get some fun guidance, some fun thoughts, some fun ponderings for us to think about during this preparation time of closing up your house and getting ready to be all cozy inside. So this is the card that came up. Its picture is just gorgeous, and it is in the autumn season, so that is so lovely. There's a little moon way up there in the top of the corner calling us forward. Come journey down this path. It's all really nice even trees, which is just beautiful. I love that. So it feels so calm, doesn't this? Isn't there just the calmness to just walk there? And then this is the book, and here's our broom to go and fly. The broom is a sign of travel because the witches would fly on their brooms, but it's just a beautiful tool, and I just think they're beautiful because there's so much meaning within it, and it's kind of a clearing because right now at this time it's like clearing, cleaning, getting things set. And anything on this book? The book has like some stars and a moon and kind of swirliness. So there's kind of mystery. It looks like a very much mystery book. Let's see what else here. Your companions are a group of three. All right. Do you have a set of three friends that you might hang out? I know for me right away what my set of three is. And we hang out and do fun things together. It's the element of air. And I could just take a deep breath. I mean, that picture, the air is fresh. Maybe it's time for some walks outside, or at least to sit outside. Even though it's cold, it's still nice to go out and look at the moon. Take a few minutes, 5 minutes to go out and see where the moon is at this time. Today is actually the start of a new cycle. Today is the dark moon. I like to have the dark moon and then go to the new moon is tomorrow. So the dark moon is a moon, you can't see it. It does not reflect the sun's light. That's what the moon does not have any light itself. It's basically reflecting the sunlight. And so then, but as the moon goes around us for the whole month cycle, the earth is getting in the way. And then that's what makes the crescent and makes it move from a new moon, which is just a tiny crescent, to a quarter moon, which is a half a moon, and then to a full moon, and then back to the quarter, and then back to the crescent. So it goes through the whole cycle. But this one day of the year, which is today, is the dark moon. So there's no reflection. The moon, if you were to see it up in the sky, and maybe with a telescope you could, I don't know if you can see it with the naked eye, but it's out there. It's still influencing us, but it's its own influence. It's not shining the sun, so the sun is kind of working with it. But this is it's itself, only the moon, which I love that, and that is just beautiful. That is just let's be ourselves. Just be ourselves. Let's see. What is else on here? It has a Jotun rune. You can kind of see it here. It's right there. A line with a line up and a line down. And this is the rune of Korth. And that is actually a fire, like a funeral pyre, but it can also just be a fire of like burning, like right now, burning leaves. The leaves have served their purpose. They help the tree nurture itself and get its nutrients, but now it's done. And so the tree releases the leaves. The tree is not dead. And the leaves are basically, it's like getting your hair cut. But with this funeral pyre, it's that release. And it's a beautiful, and there's nothing smells better than burning leaves. It's just gorgeous. With this card, I ask, who am I? And this card says karmic debt. So something within our karma, something from the past, something maybe from past lives, could be something from our ancestors, or something in this life, that there is some kind of a karmic debt that needs to be released. Some clues to it is healing is freedom. So it's like, and that's really what a karmic debt release would be, is to be free of it. So is there something that is kind of weighing heavy on your heart right now that maybe you can let go? A sadness, a disagreement, just something that maybe keeps popping up into your mind that is bothering you. This might be a good time during the Sagittarius time to grab into that travel, that adventure, to maybe understand it, and then what it takes to release it. And there's so many ways to do that. Here's the shadow aspect. It says, it's what's done is done. Well, that is just a really wonderful thing to say. If something, hurt you or you hurt someone else, what happened. You can make amends for it, but you don't have to keep it alive. You can let it go. And that's really hard to do with some things. Like maybe if you're missing someone, maybe someone who's passed. That's what came into my mind right now. It'd be kind of fun to be able to walk with them again down that path. So, interesting, interesting. Got a little serious here. The magic is rapid transformation. So I think if you can figure out what this is, what needs to be released, and really release it this time, um, you can really feel much better moving forward. You might have a better Christmas, or a better New Year coming up. Let's see. Crew, deep wood spirits. Oh, okay. This card had some spirits because I always ask, what spirit guide works within this. And so this card had a crew. It had deep wood spirits, a hummingbird and a small snake. Hmm. Wow. Now, hummingbird and snake, you really don't think of it this kind of with this picture, with this look, but snakes are knowledge and hummingbirds are watchers, because they kind of hover. They fly and they kind of watch and see what's going on, as a small snake could be too. So maybe keep your eyes open, see what maybe needs to be noticed. This card had a number. It's the number 10. Kind of taps into the Wheel of Fortune tarot card. In my set is the tree craft. So that's still connecting with those trees. 10 plus 1, 1 plus 0 equals 1. So it's the 10, number 10 is a really exciting number because number 10 is a completion. But then you add the 1 and the 0, it goes to 1, which is a continuation down a new path. Here's our new path. So that path really would be fun to really go to. It looks really magical. Be fun when we all could just go take a walk down there. Yeah, the one is one is the beginning, and also 0. That's the Fool, the nothingness. You're just totally beginning curiosity, but not a naive curiosity. As when the tarot starts with the Fool is 0 and then the Magician is 1. So at this time, it's not to be naive. Don't be naive about the situation. Be smart. Really look into it. Really look at the truth of it, and put old patterns to rest. I love that. Yeah, maybe you've been doing something that just isn't serving you anymore. With this card, if you're a Libra, a Gemini, or Aquarius, this could be really something more deeper for you too. That there is some more meanings because those are air signs and they deal with this. So if you're one of those symbols, really, think into this. Think of this card. Yeah, maybe go to the library. Go to the library and just wander up and down the the little rows and just put your finger, see what book calls to you, and take it up and read it no matter what it is, because there could be some beautiful message there. For Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but I'm a Leo, so I think I might like to do that too. I think that sounds fun. Okay, so this is what's on the surface. This is on the surface of our time at this time. Now we go to the redwood. The redwood tree, that is a big, beautiful redwood. Someday I want to go out to California and see the redwoods or the sequoia. On my bucket list of things to do, and there's all these ravens swirling around, and it's got its own little beautiful circle, a circle of friends, a circle of comfort. Your house is kind of a circle of sorts, a protection circle. It keeps you protected. Maybe there's some place in your house that you just feel really comfortable. Because we're now going down into the depths. There's, the first card gave us some ponderings. Here's another pondering. Where's your cozy, your center place in your house, your home? Take a gentle walk one day. Just kind of walk around for each room. sit down in whatever chairs that don't even need a chair. Sit down in a corner, sit down on the carpet, sit down on some stairs, and feel into that spot. And like, wow, what find the place that really you can feel it in your heart that all of a sudden is that oh clunk. Wow, that really, this is really nice. That might be your little special place, a place for you to go and read the book you get from the library. Oh, I like this. This is really cool. The companions is the yarrow, and I love yarrow. It's a beautiful herb. I have a little hidden garden spot that has a little patch of yarrow, and it's very feathery. It's tiny. It only, at least mine only grows this high. I think it might grow bigger, but mine's only at the second year. And so, and it last year when I did all our journeys to the Wheel of the Year with my friends, yarrow was our guide. And so every season, Yule, Easter, summer solstice, yarrow joined us. So it is a beautiful knowledge, uh, herb of knowledge. So if you're into growing herbs, get yourself some yarrow. Someone said it's very tasty. He puts it on his salads. So I'm not, I haven't really done that. I'm more using it just to have it near, and I like to look at it and use it in some work. It's really pretty. Let's see. Oh, this one has a message for us. Okay. Do not speak what you do not fully understand. Now that's going really deep. So if I don't know what I'm talking about, maybe don't talk about it until I do know what I'm talking about. I like that. It also connects to the Emperor card, so it's a number 4, a number of balance. So that's kind of nice, balancing the excitement of the top, whatever that book is. It has 3 runes that kind of came forward and kind of see. It's hard because I wrote it in right. There's Ansus. This one is Urus. And let's see if you can kind of see Urus. And then this one is Manas. So this one is Odin's rune of communication and talking. So how appropriate. Don't talk about things you don't know anything about or pretend like you know everything about it, because you don't. We don't know everything about everything. Uruz is being strength. Uruz is very interesting with talking about Sagittarius, because Uruz represented these great aurochs. They're big like buffaloes, sort of like ancient buffalo, but they were hunted to extinction. But they were just really bigger, I think, than buffaloes that we have now. And they just roamed the plains. And so they could go wherever they wanted to go. So maybe that we can roam wherever we want to roam and enjoy having fun. And then Manas is the rune of your sovereignty. You are the queen, you are the king of your life. You are the ruler. And so, like your home is your castle. And so that's about, being in your body. You are the ruler of your body. So you need to take care of it. If it's given to you some trouble, if you're not keeping it healthy, it will, what's the word I'm looking for? Revolt. It will revolt against you. So you need to take care of your body, because that's your first sovereignty place. Because to do anything else, you have to have a body that's in good condition. So do what needs to be done. And I know this for me. I'm sure this is yelling at me, because there's things I struggle with, with my body to do, like cookies and sugar. I am stopping and I'm pushing it away, finding new alternates to it. But it's been a companion of mine for so long, my comfort to get my cookie, my donut, and my cake. But I need to find something different, because my body is not happy with it. My cholesterol is up, and so it's like, more to be done. So our path with this card, so there's some beautiful pondering for you, kind of look into your body. You can also do this body scan, which is really interesting. This fellow named Tom Campbell He's a physicist, but he's very much into the quantum theories and a whole new way of looking at our life. And he has this thing called a body scan, and it's really cool. So what you do is you just, close your eyes, kind of get in a little meditative state, just kind of relax. Well, you know what? Let's do it now. I just thought, why am I telling you how to do it? Let's just do it. All right. So we'll come back to this card in a minute. Okay. So it's very simple, very easy to do. So let's all take a nice deep breath and breathe down into the belly so your belly kind of pops out. Let it go. And it's always nice for cleansing. Take a deep breath in. Excuse me. Too much breath in when I'm talking. So, excuse me again. So take a deep breath in, like maybe for the count of 4, but then exhale for the count of 6. So you're taking breath in, but you're releasing more. So let's breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for a second. And now release it and make a little noise. 5, 6. As much as you can. Ooh, made me cough. And again, one more. Let's breathe in one more time to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for a moment. And now breathe out with a sound for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. All right. Now keep your eyes closed. And in front of your eyes, I want you to imagine a silhouette of your body. So you've seen where you can just draw a silhouette with a black line of a head, 2 arms, body, and legs. So draw that in your mind in front of you, but draw it in the shape of your body. So you know what the shape is: your head, your arms at your side, and then your body, and then down to your legs. So see your body there in front of you in an outline of a black outline. And now I want you to see of a color, the color of healing. What color of all the colors would you think is a healing color? And see a little ball of it now shining above your head in this silhouette that's in front of you. All right, I'm looking to see what color. I'm seeing yellow. So in the comments, if you want to share your healing color, that'd be great. And now you want to see that little ball of yellow go down into the silhouette and see it go through your head and then down your body. Now I'm going to be quiet for a moment, and I want you to go and let that that circle of color, of healing color, go and find the place in your body that needs your attention at this moment. And make sure that first let it go all over your body, feet, everywhere, and then see where it stops. Okay, I'll give you a minute to do that. Okay, hopefully by this time, your circle of light has stopped and it is over a part of your body. So that is the place that needs healing at this time. So ask the color, in this spot, what needs healing? It could be a physical thing, and it could be a spiritual thing, or it could be a mental thing. So kind of ask it now in simple terms, or however much it wants to share. See what it says. What is the healing you need with that color in that spot? Okay, well, I got mine. That's interesting. I've been wanting to do that. And this morning when I was doing my morning wake up, it came to me. So little did I know it was going to be shared with you guys. So you can do that whenever you feel called to do it. And now use yellow. Kind of, oh, good, I just did that. Yellow was, I did say yellow was my color. So okay, see yellow in that spot. See it burning away, clearing whatever needs to be cleared from that spot. And maybe it's not clear, maybe it's not clear what it is, but there is something there that needs to be released. So see it spinning there, pulling out the gunk, whatever might need to be cleared. And then just feel after, you've seen it spinning and just feel that spot getting better. And do this for a while, during this whole time, maybe once a day, once a week, whenever you think of that color there within that spot, healing that area for you. So, good, good wishes for that and blessings for that lovely little extra that the redwood tree has shared with us. And Tom Campbell, he's on YouTube if you want to look him up. He's a really quite an interesting fellow. I'm kind of very like what he has to say. All right, let's talk here a little bit more about this card. The path was the center point. Okay, so we did find a point within our bodies to heal and to kind of ponder and work with, and maybe ponder why that is. What is that spot for you? The shadow is trauma helps you find what cannot be taken from you. Okay, that's an interesting thought. And this I learned from someone on YouTube where they work with trauma, but trauma is something that you're like fighting against, something that bothers you, so it causes trauma within you, and so it's causing trauma, but you're fighting against it. You don't want to release it, but something needs to be worked out within it. If you can kind of understand that, it's kind of confusing. Trauma helps you find what cannot be taken from you. So it's like somebody wants something from you and you don't want to do it. You don't want to give it. So it's causing you some trauma. And it may not be as big as trauma, it may just be concern. So maybe someone's wants something from you. They're wanting your energy. So, but then since you find it traumatic that this is happening, it's something that is your power. You don't want to get rid of it. And so you want to fight against it. So it's kind of an interesting concept to maybe ponder on. Very vendor popping. Oh, we got company. Hello, sweetie pie. Little Wednesday. You were watching the squirrels and the birds, and now she's come to see us. You come to see us? Come to say hello? Yes, with your little sniffy nose. You need your itches. She loves massages. She just loves to get massages. Oh, yes. Oh, it feels so good. Doesn't that massage? It feels so good on her little body. I would like a massage too. And she does, actually, she does massage, but you have to be careful. You have to have a little protection because she's got claws. And if it's on just like clothes here, oh, ouch, ouch. You have to kind of like put a little blanket on so it doesn't hit you. Well, are you going to do something? Are you going to give us a message? Huh? Let's see what else we have here until she leaves us. Here's healing, more healing on this. Journey every day. Oh, that's interesting thought. It could be a spiritual journey because, of course, Sagittarius is the journey time, but it also could just be going somewhere. It could be as easy as going maybe, around your neighborhood or into your backyard or journey around your house, your home. Have a little path that you take. But it is healing. It's moving around, and then maybe there's cool things that you will notice. That would be so cool. And there's some magic here. The light that is always there. Well, there is always a light somewhere. No matter where we are, there is a light. Our street light at night, night light of the TV, the sun in the daytime, even out in the country, the stars. So tap into that light, the light that brings warmth and comfort. A candle. Maybe this is a good time to light a candle each day for a little bit and just kind of gaze into it, candle gazing. Look at that pretty face. That's a giant face, giant cat. You, is this a good one? Are you enjoying this? This is a really cool reading that you had to come and share. Because look what she's doing. She's walking the path back and forth, which she likes to do. So are you doing Sagittarius? Yeah. Oh, it was a bit of a wet one. A wet nose. You. Okay. One more section. Let's go. Can you move? Can you possibly move? Or can you sit? Don't show me your booty. We don't want any booty shots here. All right, so now we've got some roots, which was really cool. But our next card is the Stone Bar Druid Bard, which is just beautiful. And there he is. There he is standing around the Stonehenge with his tools. He's got a feather and he's got a book for writing, a quill, and the beautiful stars in the night. These pictures are inspired by Vincent van Gogh. He's kind of a spirit guide of mine. I just love him, his art. And so you can kind of see his kind of the sky in the background there and the kind of colors. His companions are rocks. Interesting. Rocks are so beautiful. I mean, I have rocks all over the place. Right now, it's very interesting for me is when I go on my walks, square rocks are calling to me. And usually when I do walks, there's always something that that calls to me that I pick up. For the longest time, it was stangs. I may have mentioned this. This is a stang here. It's a stick that has two, it looks like a Y. So it has a longer stick and then two spokes at the top. And they're very magical tools. But now square rocks, and I just picked up a whole bunch of them the other day. So I'm feeling I'm going to paint on them, paint pictures and things on them. So maybe when you do your Sagittarius wanderings and journeying, one thing, what is there one thing that calls to you? And get a little box and put them in, like kind of like your little treasure chest. I have a few of those with little special things that call to me. They call to us for a reason. So something may be calling to you. The rune for this one is Berkana. This is this one here. And Berkana, a lot of times goes, I always find it this way. And doesn't this look like a path through the two mountains to go through there and climb up the mountain, down and up. It's a new birth, and someone's drinking my water. You have your own water over here, Toots. I'm not going to drink that anymore. I love her, but not if she's been drinking my water. So Berkana is new beginnings. So maybe there's something fun new for the winter. Winter's coming up too. So something that'll kind of do something for the winter, maybe a crafty thing, or even a skill, or maybe go to the Y to exercise. You know, something new is calling. This is coming real deep down. So ponder on that. Magic can be found everywhere is the message down here. And so that is so true because that's what magic is. Magic is like, here's magic. There's magic in this little branch. I see it. I feel it. It makes you excited. It's a treasure. It's interesting. It's like, why is this calling to me? It brings up questions. It's gorgeous. You know, how did this tree, this branch, you know, now this one, I can't remember where it came from. This one, it looks like I cut because from the tree, because I was doing some trimming because there's trim marks. But then I have this other one here, this little guy, and this little guy just naturally broke off by himself. And then I found him. So I didn't cut this one. So it's like, okay. And they want to sit here by me. And there's my other treasures here. Here's my bear. I went to the store and he just called to me. You know, you go in a store of treasures and, you know, a few things call to you. And so find your treasures and fill your house with them because it's just so nice. I know where all these treasures came from. They all have special meaning, which is just really gorgeous. Let's see, the path on this one is the midwife of the stone. Oh my gosh, with Berkana and finding the stone midwife of the stone is the path, helping something be birthed. So if you're doing something crafty, like going out into the woods and finding things, natural things, and weaving them into fun other things. That's being the midwife. You're helping to birth something else. So with the stone too, like with stones, it's so much fun just to like do a stone cairn where they're stacked. Like with the yoga and that they have the stones too. And like actually, this guy was looking at me. He wants to be shown like this. Look at this cool stone. This is a one I found on Etsy, and it comes from Lake Superior, and it looks like one of my little ghosts. See my ghosts here? It's got little eyes, and that one has a little peeky eye that you can kind of peek through and just see what he's seeing. So there's things in this is magic. This is what magic is these things that hold magic, and then they light the magic in me, in you, of excitement of these things. Shadow is old age, longevity. Well, I suppose I can kind of see that longevity is old age, and the older you get, the luckier you are because many people don't make it to old age, and so. But then within that, I guess there's a little melancholy, a little bittersweet, because when my time is done, I can't take these with me. So they will go somewhere else, and hopefully someone else will find the magic within them. Oh, this healing. This is a beautiful healing right here. A hug. Have a hug. A beautiful healing. Thank you. You came at the right time. She knew that to show you how wonderful a hug is. And it doesn't, a human is pretty nice to hug. A cat is wonderful to hug, but you can hug a little stuffed animal. There's many ones, because I have a giraffe and I have a llama back there. They have special uses, but I have a little ghost I hug at night. It helps me support my back, but it's basically kind of a hug. And so I have other little fun things that I have in my house. And one more thing here to be shared is the magic. The magic is the roots of the situation. And like these stones actually have roots because these stones go way far down. And so even though we're just seeing the top of it, there's something deeper. And so I think that's a beautiful place to end this because like in here, this just looks like a stone, but it has more roots, things that it's connected to. And there's the depths. If you go down into the roots of something, there's really a lot to be discovered, a lot to be known. And we have our roots too. If you want to really be grounded, just imagine out of your feet going down into the earth. You are grounding into the earth. Your roots are going down to keep you solid and steady here on this planet as you walk the paths, walk the mazes, walk the labyrinths, and find the magic. So I think that's a lovely place to end this. Well, thanks for spending time with me. I'm glad Wednesday came and shared some time with us too, because she's just such a sweetie. She's very, very much fun to play with. Oh, you have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Subscribe, then you'll know when these more come out. Now that my leaves are almost done, I can start making more. I have another idea for another one, so it should be coming shortly. Well, take care. Blessings and hugs. Thank you, dear listener.